Let's make something that's both delicious and nutritious. This vibrant dish is a great side, but still tasty and dynamic enough to be a meal all by itself. Hey, I'm Nick, and today I'm going to show you how to reliably create amazing taste and perfect texture every time. Full of wonderful aromas and quick and easy to make, this carrot rice will definitely become one of your go-to recipes. Let's get right into it. I'm going to be juicing a dried coconut for some coconut milk. You could easily use canned coconut, but nothing beats the full flavor you get by making coconut milk yourself. And I have easy access to these. Milking coconut is fairly simple. Just smash it with a hammer or the back of a heavy knife. If you're not a fan of coconut, you can just skip it. Use water or broth. You will still get a delicious coconut rice you can enjoy same way. If the coconut water is good, save it for a quick drink. Use a spoon to remove the flesh from the shell, then chop it to make it manageable for your blender. I blend about 2 cups of chopped coconut with 2 cups of water. Blend it as smooth as possible to get out the most milk. Run that through a strainer for some very fresh coconut milk. I'm going to be using a total of 1 pound of carrot for this recipe. Half of it I'm going to give some medium dice and set it aside for later. The next half I'm going to chop and add to the blender we just blended the coconut in. Add the coconut milk back to the blender and then blend until smooth. This flavorful coconut carrot mixture will be the cooking liquid for the rice. You could shred your carrot with something like a box grater, but I really like this method because it adds more carrot and spreads it evenly throughout the rice. Alright, let's cook. The first thing we are making is some flavorful sauteed diced carrot to add an additional layer of flavor, texture and visual appeal to the rice. Make sure you use a heavy bottom pot on medium heat for this recipe. Carrot rice will burn much easier than plain rice. Heat your pot with a big splash of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. Most oils should be fine, but I usually avoid low smoke point oils like coconut. It's really delicious, but it makes for a bad saute. Add fresh thyme, dry thyme is a scallion, and the carrot we diced from earlier. I also have a bit of grated ginger. I'm going to add about half a teaspoon to lightly flavor the carrot. And half a teaspoon chopped garlic. Next, saute these. Depending on the textures you want, you could saute longer for soft caramelized carrots or a little less for a more crunchy bite. I'm stopping somewhere in the middle. Season with a bit of salt and pepper if you like. And as soon as it's at the required doneness, we can remove them from the pot and set them aside, making sure we leave all the oil. To the remaining oil, add about a tablespoon of chopped garlic, a teaspoon and a half of chopped ginger, 1 small diced onion, a teaspoon of dried pimento berries, and I'm also adding 2 stalks of sliced scallion whites. I save the greens for later. Give that a good saute to develop some flavors. A couple minutes is good. Next, add 2.5 cups of washed long grain rice. I gave this around 3 washes to remove as much of the free starch as I could. Extra starch makes rice that's clumpy and sticky, and that's not what we are going for. I'm keeping this simple with plain long grain rice, but basmati would also give you a killer carrot rice. Next, saute the rice for a quick minute. The dry heat will begin to set the starch in the grains and the residual oil will coat each grain. That helps with keeping each grain separate in the final dish. Next, pour in about 3 cups of that coconut carrot mixture. If you're in doubt, start with a little less. It's better to get it right on the first go, but you can always add a bit more liquid later. I'm adding an additional half cup of water because this doesn't look enough. Next, season with salt, mix, then taste. When seasoning rice, I usually make the liquid just a touch saltier than I want the finished product. As it cooks, the rice will absorb the liquid and it will even out. I also want 1 whole scotchy. I want the spicy scotchy flavor with none of the heat, so I want this to stay whole. This is not totally necessary, but I shredded a bit of the dried coconut earlier. It adds an additional layer of texture to the dish, making it more dynamic. Next, place the stove on medium-low, cover and simmer for about 5 to 8 minutes. Be careful because this is where burning usually happens, so ensure that it's just a simmer. Instead of adding shredded coconut directly, you could make toasted coconut instead. These are a great topping to finish a lot of dishes. I have a toasted coconut recipe that I will link, so if you're interested you can check that out. After about 8 minutes, most of the liquid will be absorbed and the rice grains will be swollen but not fully cooked. What I like to do at this stage is to wrap or cover with foil to trap the steam closer to the rice. I'm going to leave that for another 7 to 8 minutes to soften up those rice grains. That's done. Rice perfectly cooked. First things first is to fluff the rice. Remove that scotchy. I don't want a burning surprise if this breaks. Next, add back the sauteed carrot and mix them in. Fluffing the rice separates the grains and allows steam to escape. Excess trapped steam will overcook the rice and make it mushy. Fluffing also mixes in the carrot puree that settled on the top for a more even texture. Maybe don't use whole pimentos if you don't want to search far and pick them out. You could do a lot more with carrot rice for some variety. Adding toasted nuts like cashew or peanut at the end adds some nice toasted nutty crunch. Add some raisins for a little bit of sweet. Use broth instead of coconut milk. A variety of other spices can be added like bay leaf, star anise or a bit of turmeric at the beginning for a different flavor profile. You could also do a lot less by skipping blending the carrot. Shred and saute it instead. Use canned coconut milk or even cook the diced carrots with the rice. The world is yours. These are the scallion greens that I saved earlier. Scallion is a great garnish that adds some fresh green flavors. And that's one delicious bowl of carrot rice, and maybe you didn't notice this, but this is vegan, so there you go. This was very delicious. Check the links in the description to support the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.